Hello students, in our previous video we have learned about what is deadlock through some real life example, and now in this video lecture we have talked about the terms related to deadlock and what are the different circumstances and what are the techniques by which can we find the deadlock in the system and to recover the deadlock in the system. So let's start. As we know that deadlock is a condition when two processes requesting for the resource which are held by the other processes. As we seen in the diagram, there are two processes P1 and P1 and process 2. Now in this diagram, resource 1 is allocated to process 1, but the process 1 is waiting for resource 2 for executing. Similarly, process 2 is waiting for resource 1 and having resource 2. So both the condition needs both these resources to execute simultaneously. But in this condition, no process can be executed. Why? Because no process will release their resource until and unless it can complete their task. So some more examples for deadlocks. It takes money to make money, which means that आपको पैसे बनाने के लिए पैसे की जरूरत है. And second one is you can't get a job without experience. And you can't get experience without a job, which means that if you want a job you can't get without experience. Why? Because you didn't have any experience. Similarly, you can't get experience without a job. Now proceeding in our next topic, the system model of deadlock. So a system consists of a lot of resources which are distributed among a finite number of processes. What does it mean? एक सिस्टम के अंदर बहुत सारी रिसोर्सेज होती है जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होती हैं नंबर ऑफ प्रोसेस को. The resources are partitioned into several types like memory space, CPU cycles and disk drive. Firstly, we have to differentiate between what is process and what is resources. We can say that process is print and resources is printer. मतलब अगर आपको कोई चीज़ डॉक्यूमेंट फाइल प्रिंट करानी है तो वो आपकी एक प्रोसेस हो गई और प्रिंटर आपकी रिसोर्स बाय विच द प्रोसेस इज एग्जीक्यूटेड. नाउ अ प्रोसेस कैन यूटिलाइज अ रिसोर्स in only the following sequence. So what are the sequence? First one is request a resource, second one is use the resource, and third one is release the resource. So how it is work? So we can see that in the figure, a request event occurs when a process P1 makes a request for the resource. What is the resource? Resource is a printer. Firstly, when a process is wanting a resource, it calls the resource by a system call, and if it is available, then the resource is allocated to that process. But in this case, the printer resource is allocated to P2, which means that P1 has to wait until P2 get executed and release the printer. So release the resource means release event by the process and free the resource printer and allocate it to P1. Now second one is use the resource. When the process is when the resource is allocated to process, then process can use the resource, and after use that resource it can further release the resource. Now there are several conditions by which a system having a deadlock to occur. So what are these conditions? As we see, We also say that deadlock characterization. So what does it mean? It means that there are four processes which are mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption and circular wait. So what is these are? मतलब एक सिस्टम में डेडलॉक अकर होने के जो कारण है, जो वजह है, वो चार कंडीशंस का एक साथ एग्जीक्यूट होना, एग्जिस्ट होना है. सो व्हाट आर दे? दीज आर mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion means condition when the resource in the non-shareable mode. Non-shareable mode means like you have to use the internet in the lab, but the condition is the username and password is allocated to some other student, and the user ID is used by the processes, or we can say that students is वन बाय वन. मतलब कि अगर आपको इंटरनेट का यूज करना है और यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड यूज करने के लिए एक नॉन शेयरेबल मोड है, मीन्स जो स्टूडेंट यूज कर रहा है यूजर आईडी को वो तब तक उसे शेयर नहीं करेगा तब तक उसका काम एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होता. वन मोर एग्जांपल इज यू कैन नॉट प्रिंट टू डॉक्यूमेंट साइमल्टेनियसली इन अ सिंगल प्रिंटर. आप कोई भी दो डॉक्यूमेंट एक साथ किसी भी प्रिंटर पर प्रिंट नहीं कर सकते. सो now the second condition for the deadlock handling is hold and wait. So what is hold and wait? A process can hold a number of resources at a time, and at the same time it can request for other resources that are being held by some other processes. What does it mean? For example, a process P1, or we can say that a process student A can hold two resources, R1 and R2. R1 is your red pen and R2 is your blue pen, and at the same time it can request some resource R3. R3 means like notebook, which is currently held by process P2, means the notebook is held by some other students. So in this condition the deadlock will occur. Again, you have two pens, but you want notebook, and notebook is used by or allocated to some other students. So in this condition you have to wait until and unless the second process is releasing that notebook. Now the third one is no preemption. As you all know, primitive and non-primitive. A resource cannot be preempted from the process by the another process forcefully. What does it mean? Again, you cannot take the resource from any process which is currently using the particular resource which are requesting by you. In our previous example we have talked about the pen and the notebook. So this means that you cannot preempt it, means forcefully take the resource, take the notebook from that process. This is the third point of deadlock. And now fourth one is circular wait. Circular wait is a condition when the first process is waiting for the resource held by the second process. The second process is waiting for the resource held by the third process, and so on. What is mean? Like process A waits for process B. Like process A having user ID, process B having laptop, and process C having ID card. So what is mean? Process A having user ID and password and requesting for laptop for using internet. Again, Process B having laptop but don't have user ID card by which it can enter in the lab, and in process C having ID card but don't have any user ID or laptop. So this is a circular wait, which means process A depends on process B and process B depends on process C. So these all four conditions are necessary simultaneously for happening the डेडलॉक. अगर इन चारों ये चारों कंडीशंस का होना बहुत जरूरी है किसी भी सिस्टम में अगर डेडलॉक एग्जिस्ट करता है. नाउ अगेन resource allocation graph. What is resource allocation graph? It is a technique by which we can find the system is in deadlock state or not in a deadlock state. Basically, it is a graph by which we can find the system is in waiting in circular wait or not. How? It is consist of two types of vertices, set of resources and set of processes, and set of resources are further categorized in single instance and multiple instance. So what is the difference between single instance and multiple instance? Like you have a hard disk, single instance, and in the category of hard disks there are two tape drivers, which means that we have a single resource hard disk and it is further classified in two tape drivers. Tape drivers are in a category of hard disk drivers, and the resource is the showing the resource in the graph. The symbol is rectangle and showing the process in the graph is circle. Now this graph also contain edges. There are two types of edges. Third one is one more graph which we are studied later, request edge and assignment edge, and the third one is claim edge. We have talk about later about that. So what is request edge? We have seen that P is implies to R, which means P have requesting to the resource R, and in second one resource is implies in directed to P, which means that resource is allocated to process. So how it is work? So this is the basic of resource allocation graph. Now these are simple resource allocation graph which we in which we use two process A and B. We can say that two students and two resources, laptop and user ID. So what happens? A is requesting for laptop and laptop is assigned to process B, and process B is requesting for user ID but the user ID is allocated to A. So what happened? We have find a cycle, a circular wait, which means this is in a deadlock state. So from the table we can see that how it is detected. We have used process P and resource R. Our processes are A and B, and resources are laptop and user ID, and both, and the request column is for what are the resources requested by the two processes. So in this 0 defined as laptop is not allocated to A but user ID is allocated to 1 A, which means 1, and laptop is allocated to B, we write 1, and user ID is allocated to A, which means 0. So now to complete their task, process A requires laptop use and not required user ID, and process B required user ID to execute. So we can see availability is 0 0. What is the meaning of availability is 0 0? Which means that no instance of A and B is free. In our next graph, we now understand again what is resource allocation graph and how it is detect the deadlock. So now we have a three processes A, B and C, and like we have two resources user ID and password. Only A needs only user ID to get executed and user ID get assigned to A, which means that A can complete their work and release user ID. B is only requesting B is only required password, no further requesting any resource, which means that B also gets executed. But now the case of C requires both user and password. So so how we can find the system is in deadlock or not? As we know, three processes A, B and C. User ID is assigned to process A and process A requesting nothing. Password is requesting to password is assigned to process B and B requested nothing. C have no resource, user ID and password, but it can requesting for the both the resource. So how this both the resource are getting by C? A is requesting nothing, so it is utilize user ID resource and get executed. So user ID is released. User ID is released means the availability is now 0 and 1, or we can send that 1 or 0. Now process B requests nothing, so it get executed. Now new availability is 1 and 1. Now C wants to get executed and want resource both user ID and password, and both the resources are now available. So after that C get executed. This means that there is no deadlock in this system. Hope you understand the concept.